Mathematics, chapter number 4, and our topic is the algebraic expression or algebraic structure. Okay, so we have already seen in our previous lecture what is the definition of the semigroup, what is the definition of the algebraic structure, monoid group, and the abelian group. So, with the help of different sets and the operator, we use the given set and operator is semigroup or algebraic structure or monoid or group or the abelian group. So let's start our today's topic. That means set is, for example, we have a set S and the operator star. Okay, so algebraic structure, that means what? Algebraic structure or the other name is the groupoid. Don't be confused here. Algebraic structure or the groupoid. So what is the algebraic structure? Algebraic structure satisfies the closure property. Okay, so here closure property, that means what? If for all A comma B belongs to capital S, because of here we have the set S, so you can write here the set A as you wish. Okay, so A star B belongs to S. Okay, this is the closure property. Next one is the if the set is satisfy the algebraic structure. So next one is the what? Next one is semi group. Okay, so semi group, that means what? Semi group, that means what? This is the first property. So first property, closure property, that means if we find out the semi group, then first you solve the closure property, and second one is what? Second one is the associative property. Okay, so associative property, that means what? If for all A comma B comma C belongs to capital S, set S, then A star B star C is equal to A star B star C. This is the associative property. Okay, so if the set S with the operator star satisfy the closure property and the associative property, then we can say that this is a semi group. Next one is the monoid. Okay, so monoid, that means what? So first one is the satisfy the closure property. Got it? Next one is satisfy the associative property. Okay, and third one is what? Third one is the identity property. Okay, so don't be confused here, because of sometimes if a question given that find the monoid, so sometimes students solve only the identity property. So don't be confused here. If you find out the algebraic structure, the other name is groupoid, so you solve the closure property. Okay, second one is find the semi group, so you find out the closure and associative both. Okay, and if we find out the monoid, so closure property, associative property, and the identity property, all three properties are satisfied, then we can say that the given set is monoid. Okay, that means what? Here for all A belongs to S, then there exists E belongs to S. That means what? A star E is equal to E star A is equal to A. That means here E is the identity element. We have already seen in the first lecture. Okay, so E is the identity element. So if the operator is depend on the plus sign, okay, so identity element is what? 0. So what is the meaning of the identity element? So we have one element, and with the operator we use here the identity element, so we get the element itself. Okay, next one is the group. Okay, so what do you mean by the group? Group, that means satisfy the four properties. Number one, closure property. Second one is associative property. Third one is the identity element or you can say that identity property. And fourth one is what? Fourth one is the inverse. Okay, that means if you find out the group, that means you solve here the four property: closure property, associative property, identity property, and the inverse property. So what is the process for finding the inverse? So for all A belongs to capital S, then there exists B belongs to S is equal to what? A star B is equal to identity element. Okay, so there is some trick, or you can say that this is a very important logic. So before finding the inverse, you find out the identity property. So identity element always you write here in the inverse property in the right hand side. Okay, here you see carefully the identity element is E. So A star B is equal to E. That means what? If we consider element A belongs to S, so the inverse of A inverse is also belongs to S, then the operator A star B is equal to E. That means here we can say that the inverse of A is equal to B. That means A inverse is equal to B. You can write here inverse of A is equal to B. Okay, so this is the group. Next one is what? Next one is the abelian group or the commutative group. Okay, so abelian group, that means what? We find out the five properties. Number one, closure property. Second one is the associative. Third one is the identity. And fourth one is the inverse. And fifth is what? Fifth is the commutative property. So here we write the abelian group. Okay, so according to abelian group, we find out all these four properties, and one more property is what? Commutative property. So commutative property, that means what? If A comma B belongs to S, then A star B is equal to B star A. Okay, so this is very important topic according to your chapter 4 algebraic expression, because of always the one question is also depend on the group and the abelian group. Okay, so we have solved here the different types of the example and find the group and the abelian group. So the example is for the group and the finding the abelian group. Let Q plus, that means Q plus be the set of all positive rational numbers. Sometimes we are not given here the all positive rational numbers. So read carefully. Here we write the Q and the suffix we write the plus sign. That means Q plus be the set of all positive rational numbers and the star a binary operation on Q plus. That means we are given the set Q plus, that means all positive rational numbers, and the operator is what? Star. So operator is defined by, so we have A and B, two elements belongs to Q plus. So A star B is equal to what? AB by 3 is an abelian group. So here we find we use the A and B, both the elements belongs to Q plus, and operator is what? Operator is A star B is equal to AB by 3. Okay, so let's start the solution. In the abelian group we have find here the five properties. First one is the closure property. Second one is the associative property. Third one is the identity property. Fourth one is the inverse property. And fifth one is the commutative property. So first four properties are satisfied, then we can say that this is a group. But fifth property is also satisfied, then we can say that this is a abelian. This is an abelian group. Okay. So solution is number one. First we find the closure property. Okay, so what do you mean by the closure property? That means for all A comma B belongs to Q plus, because of here we are given in the set is Q plus, all positive rational numbers. So A comma B belongs to Q plus, that means A star B is equal to what? A into B divided by 3 also belongs to Q plus. Okay, and this is the positive number. That means what? Here this star operation satisfy the closure property on Q plus. Okay, so first property is satisfied. Second one is what? Second one is associative property. Okay, so according to associative property, we have the three elements A, comma B, comma C belongs to Q plus. Okay, so what is the associative property? Associative property is A star B star C is equal to what? A star B star C. Okay, and here A star B is equal to what? AB by 3 we define here. A star B is equal to AB by 3. So first we write here A star B star C, that means what? BC by 3. Got it? And A star BC by 3 is equal to what? A, B, C. A, B, C divided by 3 and divided by 3, that means what? A, B, C divided by 9. So we write here the right hand side. So A star B, that means what is it? Defined by A star B is equal to AB by 3. So here we write AB by 3 star C. So this is a one unit AB by 3 and this is a next unit. So A star B, that means what? AB by 3, that means AB by 3 into C by 3, that means ABC by 9. So LHS and RHS are equal, then we can say that this is satisfy the associative property. Okay, next one is the identity property. So what do you mean by the identity property? So if we consider the element A and we operate one identity element, so we get a number itself or element itself. So there exists A belongs to Q plus, comma there exists E belongs to Q plus. E is an identity element. Okay, so A star E is equal to E star A is equal to A. Okay, so here for according to this term, we write here for A belongs to Q plus. So there exists 3 belongs to Q plus because 3 is also belongs to the positive rational number. So A star 3 is equal to 3 star A is equal to A. That means what? Here, if we get the element itself, then we can say that 3 is an identity element because of according to element, if we operate this identity element, so we get the number itself or element itself. So A star 3 is equal to 3 star A is equal to A. So A into 3 by 3, that means we get a, or you write here 3 into A by 3, so we cancel out here 3 by 3, so we get A. That means what? We operate here the identity element 3, so we get the element itself A. That means 3 is the identity element of according to our set Q plus defined by the A star B is equal to AB by 3. Okay, fourth one is the inverse property. So what do you mean by the inverse property? So inverse property, that means what? For all A belongs to Q plus. Okay, so A belongs to Q plus, then there exists B belongs to Q plus. So what is the inverse property? So there is some logic here. Your identity element is always you write here in the right hand side. Okay, that means A star B is equal to what? 3, because 3 is the identity element. Okay, that means what is the property of the inverse? Property of the inverse, that means if we consider an element A and we write here the inverse of that element, so if we operate this star, so we get the identity element. That means always you write here this identity element, you write here in the inverse property in the right hand side. Okay, so A star B, that means AB by 3 is equal to 3, and here we write B is the identity element. So B is equal to what? B is equal to 9 upon A. Okay, that means here 9 upon A, that means the B is equal to 9 upon A. That means what? Here the inverse of A is equal to what? Inverse of A is equal to 9 upon A. Okay, that means if you have any confusion, so put here B is equal to 9 upon A. For example, so A star 9 upon a 9 upon a, that means what? A into 9 upon a divided by 3. Got it? So these a to a cancel and 3 3s are 9. So we get here 3. Got it? So if you have any confusion according to your inverse property, so you put here. Okay? And get LHS and RHS is equal to is equal. Then we can say that this is the inverse property. Okay? That means what? B, the inverse of A is equal to B. That means the inverse of A is equal to what? 9 upon A. That means Q plus satisfy the inverse property. So we write here all four properties. Then we can say that the Q plus, that means all positive rational number is a group. But here we find out the abelian group. So one more property we satisfy here, the commutative property. So if we write here, fifth one is the commutative property. So what is the process? Process is that for all A comma B belongs to Q plus. So A star B is equal to B star A. Okay, that means what here? AB by 3 according to our definition, or BA by 3. So both are equal. Then we can say that this property satisfy the abelian group. That means this satisfy the commutative property. Then we can say that what is the final answer? We can say that Q plus operator star. Okay, Q plus operator star is an abelian group. This is the final answer. So always you write here in the answer Q suffix plus comma star is an abelian group. Okay, so this is very important example according to for finding the group and the abelian group. Okay, so I will continue this topic in the next lecture. Thank you for watching this video.